Vicky! Vicky!
Oh man, that went really great.
What happened?
Handelsman saw them right away.
No!
He took all of them.
He snagged them from my spot, too.
Did anybody get a copy?
I guess 20 people did, maybe 25?
We gotta think of something else. This is too crazy.
This is Principal Jensen.
Great, here we go.
Someone has placed an unapproved newspaper in the distribution bins this morning. We believe most of them were recovered, but if you picked one up thinking it was an approved publication, please bring it to the office immediately.
Busted.
It has The Underground printed across the top, and anyone caught with a copy is subject to expulsion.
Right now I can think of worse things.
Let me also say that there is a reward for anyone with information leading us to those behind this offensive hate propaganda.
I don't believe this. She just put a bounty on our heads.
Judd, hang on. Check out those kids over there. I think they're reading The Underground.
Let's get closer, see if we can hear what they're saying.
Really worked up about it. Maybe it's dirty or something.
You gonna turn him in?
No way. I'm gonna read it. You can have it when I'm done.
Well, what do you know? Survey says students want it.
Great. Now we just need to figure out how to get it to them.
Episode 17, Into the Lion's Den.
Okay, everyone, simmer down. So, let me ask, anyone carrying any dangerous material this morning? A copy of Huck Finn, a little Catcher in the Rye, some plutonium? Words. Words are dangerous. Be careful how you use them. Some of the greatest writers in history have suffered because of their words.
Mr. Carlson?
Question.
Are you saying whoever put out this underground thing had the right to do it?
Well, that's not an easy question to answer. First, I haven't seen the Underground. Obviously, whatever it said was too subversive even for me. As faculty advisor for the school newspaper, which I want to remind you will be available tomorrow, I do tend to believe that we need to take freedom of the press seriously. That said, I should add that I doubt whoever is behind this paper compares to the great writers of literature. Nevertheless, something to think about. Now, let's get back to the exciting world of semicolons. Yesterday we talked about the rules.
Excuse me, Mr. Carlson. I have a message.
Let's see it. Vicky Byrne,
Yeah?
according to this, you're to report to the office immediately.
Vicky Byrne,
Yeah.
you have an emergency phone call from your mother. Take it in there.
My mother?
Yes, that's what she said.
Well, if my mother had to call me here, it must be serious. Hello.
Vicky,
Yes?
I need to see you. After school.
Is everything okay?
I think so. Yeah, that should be okay. Why?
Get on your old bus and get off at the regular stop.
I can't. I mean, I have something to do.
You have to. It's a matter of life and death.
Then tell me what this is all about.
Things in the paper this morning. You can help me if you want to. Please.
Is everything okay?
What? Oh, yeah, I think so. She just wants me to take care of some business for her after school.
Well, good. As long as it's nothing serious.
Serious? Right. Not sure, actually.
Judson, what's up?
Hey, Mark, what's up? Haven't seen Vicky, have you?
No, ask John, he might have.
Might have what?
Seen Vicky. She's late.
No go on the redhead, dude. Sorry.
Thanks anyway.
Mark, tell you the big news?
Not yet.
What big news?
An alternative newspaper called The Underground.
Oh, yeah. I heard Janice announce something about that this morning.
The whole faculty freaked out. We went by Carlson's room to see how the school paper was going to spin the story.
Yeah?
He hadn't even seen one.
Handelsman made sure they got rare in a hurry.
You guys get one?
Of course.
But being the good citizen students that we are,
And wanting to graduate next month.
we turned ours into the office.
Let me see if I got this. You turned yours into the office?
Yeah. After we made a few copies in the library, of course.
I see.
And since Carlson didn't get one, I made sure that a copy found its way onto his desk.
Awesome.
He told me this afternoon they're not going to write about it, but it was worth a try.
Yeah, I guess. Listen, speaking of newspapers, you guys want a scoop?
On what?
Gentlemen, step into my office.
No way!
Afraid so.
Dude, that's great.
Nice job keeping this all hush-hush.
It was easy since we've only been working on it for a couple of days. Of course, now that my hard drive is fried, we're going to have to put the kibosh on it till I get a new one put in.
I think I can help you there.
What do you mean?
You happen to know what Uncle Tony did for a living?
Uncle Tony? Let me guess. He collected gambling debts?
It's my dad, sales manager for Galactica Computers. He handled the entire Midwest.
And?
Well, we got loads of stuff just lying around the basement. Monitors, CPUs, scanners, modems, printers.
There's a box with 5,000 mouse pads in his basement.
Whoa! You got hard drives?
What? Are you kidding?
Oh, that's incredible. You know how to put them in?
Not a problem.
Oh, that is awesome! We can start on the new issues right away!
You got it. Just need to get the stuff over to your house.
Have you thought about how you're going to distribute the next issue?
Actually, I've got that covered too.
You do?
Well, that's a long shot, and we'd have to put it all together tonight.
We?
Yeah, if Judd's going to let us in on the action.
Are you kidding? You're in! But how are we going to do it?
What's that saying your military friend had, Mark? If you really want to get someone...
don't poison his glass of water, poison his water supply.
You're going to have to help me with this one.
Well, basically, we're going to get Nikolai High to distribute the underground for us without them even knowing they did it.
Well, sure. Why didn't I think of that?
Okay, how about this one? No time to argue. You throw me the idol, I throw you the whip.
Get out. That's not a line from a real movie. You're making that up.
I am not.
Forget it. Here comes Judd.
Finally.
I don't see Vicky.
I got shotgun.
Sorry I'm late. Vicky never showed up.
She's still handing out the underground?
We put them all out this morning. Kinda.
How'd it go?
Well, let's put it this way. If we were trying to reach Handelsman, we were almost 100% successful.
What do you mean?
He snagged all but a couple of dozen copies out of the bins.
That's not good.
Yeah, and the principal put a bounty on our heads.
Say what?
Yeah, there's a reward for anyone who narcs us out.
You think that's what happened to Vicky?
That's what I'm afraid of.
Thanks.
What?
I said thanks.
Yeah, whatever.
Shelly? Shelly? Shelly, it was you on the phone.
Yeah.
Shelly, are you on something?
I just wanted to see you again. You know, say goodbye and stuff.
What? Why? Are you going someplace?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Well, I read the paper today. The Underground. The one we weren't supposed to read. I took it home after lunch and read the whole thing.
Really? What did you think?
I need to sit.
Shelly, what did you do?
I took something. My mom's.
Let me get help. Shelly.
No,
Shelly.
I don't want any.
Shelly.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh no, Shelly.
You're a good friend, Vicky.
Hang on, Shelly. I'm gonna get help. Hang on.
You're a good friend.
Hello?
Judd.
Vicky, where are you?
I'm at the hospital.
Are you okay? What's wrong?
It's a long story. Can you pick me up?
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
She took an entire bottle of sleeping pills?
She wanted to kill herself.
Sounds like she almost did.
Yeah, the doctor says she was lucky I called when I did. Any longer and she'd be gone.
Listen, I'm glad she's okay, but I was pretty worried about you. When you didn't show up after school, I was just worried, that's all.
Maybe we should come up with some secret code or something.
What?
Like, a signal for when we're in trouble.
It wouldn't have mattered. I couldn't get in touch with anyone anyway.
Sounds like our cue.
Kinda does, doesn't it?
What are you guys babbling about?
Time to show them the goodies.
What goodies?
Who needs a signal when you can just haul one of these around?
You got a watch, big deal.
Hang on there, young one. This is no ordinary watch.
Young one, wait, that's good.
My dad was beta testing these. You wear it like a watch, but it works like a text pager. You don't need to make a call. It divides the cell phone frequencies so that one frequency can have like 40 conversations at once.
That's got possibilities.
Totally geek, but totally useful.
Check this out. I use a pen tip to type a message on the LCD screen and send it to whoever you want who has a receiver.
And I get the message on my receiver.
It says Vicky's cute.
You should have seen her last week.
Ryan!
No phone call, no modem?
Nope. Just like Dick Tracy. You wear it like a watch, and nobody figures out what it really is.
Plus, it tells you the time.
So what's a toy like that cost?
You kidding? I got 10 more of them at home.
Whoa. Gentlemen, I think I speak for the rest of us when I say welcome to the underground. That ought to do it.
The back end of your car is going to be dragging if we cram any more in here.
5 minutes to midnight, not bad.
Wow, printing these didn't take as long as I thought it would.
Especially since that's almost 2,000 of them.
Once we got the computers hooked up, it was no problem.
I really got to thank you guys for all your help.
Don't thank us yet.
Yeah, this is where the fun begins. And we've got a pretty narrow window of opportunity.
What do we have to do?
Okay, here's the plan. At about 4 o'clock, the printer's going to set the school newspaper out on their loading dock.
We'll get to be the first to see the new edition of The Olive Branch.
That is such a bogus name.
The guy that hauls them out?
Paul.
Right, Paul. He's going to leave them sitting on the dock until Carlson picks them up at around 5.
So, in that hour's time, we need to stuff the underground into every copy of the Olive Branch.
You got it.
We better crash if we're gonna be there at 4.
Hold on, Lionel. You guys aren't coming with.
What? Why not?
'Cause you get caught doing this, you end up in some orphanage or something, all right? And I don't have time to come visit you.
Come on. I hate to break it to you, bud, but we're going to need their help if you want to get this done on time.
But these guys...
No buts about it, bro. You need us.
Fine. You get caught, I've never seen you before in my life.
Don't worry, we won't tell Bruce.
Mark, John, we got a couple of couches in the family room. I'll grab some blankets and pillows. Okay, it shouldn't be long now.
I hope not. Ryan's starting to get heavy.
Oh, sure, now you start complaining.
Cool it, you two. You'll be out of the car soon enough.
The MWs aren't made to hold 6 people.
Tell me about it.
Oh, showtime. There's Paul.
Okay. He's going to set out a total of 5 bundles.
And the short stack goes to faculty and office personnel. Don't put any in that stack.
How do you know all this stuff?
Mark and I were on the staff of the paper last year.
I used to make pickups when Carlson wasn't available.
Okay, he's got all 5 out there. Now, just wait for him to go inside. And we go.
Let's do it, kids.
Shelly, can you hear me?
Vicky? What are you doing here?
I've been here since early this morning. Wanted to make sure you're okay. Why'd you do it, Shell? Come on, Shell. We've known each other for a long time. You can talk to me. I care about you. Talk to me, Shell.
I can't.
Listen. I know about the Fisher's kids. I know you were holding them when they disappeared.
Why did God have to take the kids, Vicky? They didn't do anything wrong.
God wasn't punishing them, Shell. He took them to heaven. You don't have to feel bad about that.
Well, I do feel bad. I feel guilty.
Why? What did you do?
I can't tell you. I don't want anyone to know. That's why I just want to die.
Abraham Maslow created his hierarchy of needs in the year... Miss Kearns, is there something you'd like to share with the class? Come on now. It's obviously something frighteningly funny. I think we'd all like to participate in the joke.
It's nothing funny, really. It's just that yesterday they said we weren't supposed to have this underground thing.
Yes.
Today they stuffed him in with the school paper.
What? I didn't get one in my copy.
I got one too.
Yeah, me too. See?
Let me see that.
So, Mr. Schellenberger, is this some sort of psychological test or something?
Good question.
You make it sound so easy. You believe in God, and He forgives you for everything you've ever done.
When you ask for forgiveness, He forgives. It is that easy.
I don't think God wants to forgive me.
Of course He does. Shelley, is this about the babies?
Not the Fishers' babies.
Well, then what? Shelley, you can trust me.
You have to swear. You'll never tell anyone.
I won't.
And how are we doing this morning?
I'm fine.
Good. I'm just going to check a couple things out here.
Tell you what, Shelley, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Excuse me, miss. Can I talk to you a second?
Sure.
Yeah, listen. Your friend's been through a lot in the past day or two,
Yeah, I know.
Well, I think the best thing for her right now would be to rest. I'd like to ask you to go to school and come back later tonight. Better yet, tomorrow.
If that's what you think.
That's what I think.
All right, then.
Now, there were people on both sides of the school. Nobody touched those papers after they hit the stand.
So what are you saying?
This was an inside job. Someone in this room is responsible for this, or they know who is.
Somebody got to those papers before they arrived. All I want to know is who picked them up from the printer this morning.
Well, I did. I brought them in my van. 2 of my students helped me with them, but they were never out of my sight.
Then I want to see every student who's gone with you to the printer in the last 3 years.
For what?
Follow the logic, Ron. One of them is probably responsible for this.
I want to know who's behind this underground, and I will find out, even if I have to expel every student on campus.
I don't understand why this is such a big deal to Handelsman. What does he care?
Good question.
I mean, what does he have to win or lose by scamming your Bibles and a few copies of the Underground?
By the way, those Bibles showed up in our lockers the other day.
What? How'd that happen?
Beats me. It seems we have a friend somewhere at Nikolai High.
The same Bibles?
Yeah, my name is engraved on the front of mine.
No note, no nothing. Just sitting there one morning. Kind of spooky.
Who would be able to get into your lockers?
Don't know.
Interesting.
Bruce Barnes. Hey there, glad to hear. No, they never said anything to me about it. Well, how do you know? Oh, I had no idea. No, I'll talk to them tonight. Thanks for the call. Okay, Judd. What are you up to now? This won't take long. Grab a seat, all of you, if you would.
Is something wrong?
I'll be honest with you. I'm worried about what's going on in your school.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your newspaper. The Underground.
How'd you even hear about that?
Yeah, we thought we kept it a secret.
It's not important how I found out. Besides, everybody and their brother is talking about it.
And that's bad?
Don't get me wrong. I admire your drive. I just think you're doing this the wrong way.
But, Bruce...
And now you've involved 2 other boys as well, isn't that right?
How did you know
Bruce! My friend Shelley is in the hospital right now. She wanted to talk to me about God, only because of what she read in the Underground.
Vicky, I'm sure that's
It's kind
true.
of hard for me to take criticism when only good has come from this so far.
Look, I know you guys have the right motives, but...
But what?
I don't know how much I can even say.
About what?
You got a copy?
Where did that come from?
Well, you might be surprised to know that you're not the only Underground at Nikolai High.
What?
Who is it?
I can't tell you that, but this person believes you're all in danger.
Well, one of the teachers?
I didn't say that.
Hold it. Bruce, they think we're in danger? How does this person know that we're the ones doing the Underground?
I told this person about you weeks ago. When this paper came out, he or she put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, but how'd they know about John and Mark?
John and Mark had their Bibles taken away at an assembly last week. John and Mark were on the staff of the newspaper last year.
Yeah, so?
John and Mark are in the crosshairs right now.
Why are they worried about us? We're just a bunch of kids.
Well, for one thing, this high school has the honor of being the first school named after Nikolai Carpathia. It's kind of a test case. And a renegade student paper that calls Carpathia the Antichrist just isn't going to cut it.
So, you think these guys mean business?
Oh, taking those 2 Bibles was just the beginning. Soon they're going to take everybody's Bibles away.
Everybody's Bibles?
Oh, yeah, they'll have to eventually.
Well, I have an idea.
I'm not sure we need another idea.
No, let's hear it, Ryan.
What if we went around collecting Bibles?
Say what?
We could stash them someplace. That way, when people get their Bibles taken away, we can give them a new one.
That's not a bad idea, but where are we going to get the Bibles from?
Houses where people disappeared from. I figured there's got to be a bunch of them there.
You know, to be honest, I think it's a good idea. I think it's something to occupy you for a while.
So you don't want us printing more newspapers?
Just for the time being. I think the underground is a good idea, but you need to let it go for a bit. Make people forget about it. And you. Just for a little while.
I suppose.
Then, when the time is right, you can dial it back up and hit them hard. With love, of course.
Mrs. Malloy.
Hello, Vicky.
How's Shelley doing?
She slept all day, but she's still restless.
She doesn't look very relaxed.
Hard to believe with all the sleeping pills she took.
So, do you know why she did it?
She hasn't told me. I think it has something to do with some religious propaganda sheet she read.
Really?
Something that told her she was going to hell and other garbage like that.
And I read that same paper. It did not say she was going to hell.
Oh, that's what it implied. All the good people were in heaven and all of us sinners were going to go to hell.
So, she thought she was going to hell?
How should I know? Didn't seem like she was thinking at all.
Thanks, Mom. I appreciate the support.
I need to grab a bite.
I'm sure you do.
I'll be back later.
Good night. You okay, Shell?
Yeah, I'm okay.
What's up with your mom?
Didn't you hear? Her daughter's a nutburger. She just needs a few drinks, that's all.
Shell, I promised I would keep your secret. Whatever it is okay, and God can forgive you.
That's what you keep saying.
That's because it's true. Now, what is your story? You mentioned something about a baby. Come on, Shell, we're alone now.
I never told anybody about this.
It's okay, Shell.
Vicky, do you think it's okay to have an abortion?
Oh, Shell, you didn't.
No, not me.
Huh? Well, who? What are you asking me for?
Well, it's my mom. She was feeling all weird, throwing up and stuff, and I figured she'd been on a heavy bender or something.
But she was pregnant?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I even went with her to the doctors.
Wait a second, Shell. Why would you feel guilty about your mom getting pregnant?
Well, it's kind of confusing. She told me not to say anything to Dad. But I did. Just to make her mad. Just because I hated her so much.
Nice, Shelley.
Man, did they fight. I'm sure the whole trailer park heard everything. All night long. And then the next day my old man takes off and hasn't been back.
Okay, but come on, Shell. That's not your fault. I mean, your dad would have found out anyway.
No, not if Mom got an abortion. I was kind of hoping she'd have the kid. I thought I could take care of it. Maybe Mom would lay off the hooch or get some help.
But
that night, when God took all the kids and all those other people, He took Mom's baby too. Dad's gone, baby's gone, and Mom hates me. I messed up everything.
Episode 18, Impossible Mission.
Come on, Shelley, we all do stupid stuff. I mean, I was severely messed up, but God didn't care.
So he's just gonna forgive me?
Well, yeah.
Sounds too easy.
Okay, well, think about it. We all missed out the first time around, right? That's why we're still here. Well, God is giving us a second chance.
Come on, Vic. I hated my mom my whole life. I split up her and my dad just to be mean to her.
So? I made fun of my parents because they were religious. I did the smoking and drinking thing and stuff worse than that. The thing is, this guy Bruce, who's like a pastor, told me that God can forgive any sin, no matter what it is.
Any sin?
Yeah, and he wants to, too. Because he loves you. And that love is stronger than any sin we can commit.
So, what do I gotta do to make this happen? Do I gotta kneel or something?
I didn't. I was in a taxi cab.
Get out.
No, it's true. I guess it's not so much about what we do as it is about what God does.
I don't know what to say.
Well, I could tell you, and you could say it to God.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Dear God.
Dear God.
I know I'm a sinner. Please forgive me.
I know I'm a sinner. Please forgive me.
Thank you for dying on the cross so I wouldn't have to pay the penalty myself.
Thank you for dying on the cross so I don't have to pay the penalty.
Please come into my life and make me a new person.
Make me a new person and come into my life.
And thank you for promising that I will go to heaven and be with you when I die.
Thank you that I will go to heaven when I die.
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
That's awesome, Shelley.
Is that it?
That's it.
I don't feel any different.
Yeah, well, I guess it's more about faith than feeling. You'll see.
Yeah, so you said there were two good things. What's the second?
Well, of course, Shelley getting saved, but secondly, this means another female voice is added to the team.
Oh, yeah, great. Just what we needed.
Judd!
I'm kidding. Hey, what's going on here?
I don't know.
Hey, what's with the lineup to get into school?
They're searching everybody. Probably got something to do with that underground paper thing.
Seriously?
These GC dudes take their job way too serious.
Get her bag.
It's not mine, man. I didn't do nothing.
Get her out of here. Take her to the office.
Let go of me. It's not my fault.
What was that all about?
Looked like they found a bottle of booze.
What were you saying about them taking their job too seriously?
Dude, it was a bottle of booze. They acted like she had a gun.
And this is just the beginning.
Judd, Vicky.
Hey, John, what's up?
Get in here. Close that door.
John, guess what?
You got a job.
No, not yet.
I give up.
My friend Shelley prayed to become a Christian today.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to add that it was because of what she read in the underground.
That's very cool.
Yeah, did we tell you Bruce doesn't want us to print anymore for a while?
Well, with those GC goons patting us down every day, we couldn't get one past them anyway.
I should probably tell you then.
Tell us what?
Well, they won't be patting us down every day.
How do you know that?
Something I heard.
Even if it's true, I doubt they're going to be good enough to let us know which days are safe to bring the paper in.
Well, you see, that's what you got me for.
What are you talking about?
Check this out.
Walkman? So what?
Put the earpiece in.
Whatever. So I suppose this is connected. Is that who I think it is?
Is it working? Perfectly.
What is it, Vicky? What are you listening to?
That's wild! It's Janet! Shh!
Keep it down.
Where is this?
Her office. I put the microphone on her file cabinet.
You gotta be kidding me!
It looks just like a smiley face magnet.
Listen to this, Judd.
This is unreal. Do you have any idea how much this can help us?
I think it's safe to say I do.
Let me guess, another one of your dad's toys?
Actually, Mark got it from one of his friends.
Some guys are into electronics and stuff.
They're not going to rat us out, are they?
Not these guys. That's the only thing good about them.
Comforting.
Don't sweat it. None of them like the GC too much.
You know what I say, any enemy of the GC
is a friend of mine.
Wow, this is all great news.
I was getting kind of discouraged. Nothing seemed to be going right.
I heard that. Now we get a boatload of good stuff happening in one day.
That is great news about Shelley. It really is.
I know, I'm so excited.
I'd say all that work we did on the underground was well worth it.
I can't argue with Shelley's salvation.
I gotta tell you, Bruce, it gets me all cranked up to do another issue of the Underground right away.
Oh, I'm sure it does. But I still want you to lay low and just play it safe.
But with the bug in the principal's office, we'll know exactly when the GC goons are going to be there.
Yeah, well, they're not the only thing we need to be concerned about right now.
What do you mean?
Let me show you a video that Chloe Steele put together for me. Judd, hit the lights, will you?
Got it.
What are we looking at here, Bruce?
Hang on while I...
Current Air Force One.
Okay, this is a GNN report from yesterday. It seems President Fitzhugh donated his new airplane to the United Nations. They're changing the name to Global Community One.
They really worked hard on the name.
Don't worry, Ryan. Next time they'll ask you.
Listen to this. Now, this is Carpathia.
I would like to thank President Fitzhugh for this most generous gesture. We at the United Nations are deeply moved, grateful, and humbled.
Now,
we look forward to a wonderful ceremony in Jerusalem next Monday.
What's all that about?
It would seem Nick snagged himself a plane.
But not just any plane. Air Force One, now Global Community One, is piloted by none other than Ray Steele.
Ramey's dad?
The guy from the church?
Yeah, he gave his testimony after the rapture.
That's him.
Hang on a second. What ceremony is Carpathia talking about?
Good catch, Vicky. I believe it's the signing of a treaty between Israel and the United Nations, or Global Community, or whatever they're calling it now.
So is that like the one world government you've been telling us about?
Well, pretty sure it is.
Doesn't that start the tribulation?
The signing of the treaty? Yeah, it does.
Terrific.
And there's all kinds of other signs in the news right now.
Like what?
Well, the global community has mandated a change to a one-world currency by the end of the year. They're also talking about a one-world religion.
That don't sound good.
Well, it's all prophesied in the Bible, Lionel.
I know. It's just weird that it's happening so fast.
Tell me about it.
So I said the prayer right there in the hospital room. Thing is, I don't feel any different.
I know what you're saying. I think we sometimes expect to hear fireworks every time we say a prayer.
But Bruce, didn't you tell us angels kind of celebrate when we become Christians?
No, the Bible says they do.
It'd be kind of nice if they'd let us in on the party.
Oh, they will. They will. Just not quite yet.
Who's this guy?
Oh, this is Vicky's friend, Pastor Barnes.
Pastor? What's he doing here?
Oh, I'm just talking to Shelley a little bit.
Huh.
Well, you're welcome to join us if you want.
My house, I'll go where I want.
Mrs. Malloy, we're pretty excited because Shelley prayed to become a Christian the other day.
You better not be turning into some religious nutball or nothing.
Mom.
No, I understand what you're saying, Mrs. Malloy, but this isn't really religion.
Yeah, right.
See, religion is our way of trying to reach God. This is all about a relationship with a personal God who wants to reach and help us.
I don't need no help.
Okay, fair enough. We were just talking about how Shelley is now sure that she's going to heaven someday.
Yeah, well, you just go right ahead and talk.
Thanks. So, Shelley, in 1 John 1, verse 9, we're told that if we confess our sins, God is faithful to forgive our sins and cleanse us from unrighteousness.
So, when I confessed my sins to God and asked for forgiveness, he did it?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And near the end of John's Gospel, the writer says, "These things are written that you may believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life in his name."
See, Mom? The people who disappeared were the saved ones.
All right, you Barnes, or whatever your name is, get out!
Mom, what are you doing?
He's trying to brainwash you.
No, Mrs. Malloy, we're just
You too, beat it!
Yeah, we better go, Vicky.
Yeah, you better.
Mom, just listen for a second.
I don't want to listen. I don't need to listen. I just need you two to get out!
Then she just started screaming at me and Bruce. We had to get out of there.
Yeah, well, At least Shelley prayed to become a Christian. You're doing better than me.
It's not a competition, Judd.
I know.
Not everybody's gonna believe, Judd. Don't mean it's your fault.
What is that?
I'm gonna guess a dog?
I'll try to scare it off.
Look out, coming through!
Ryan, take it easy!
What are you doing? I need some food. This hot dog ought to do. For what? Here, check it out.
Look, Judd, I was right.
No way. You are not bringing that filthy mutt into my house.
Oh, come on, Judd. Lionel and I found it while we were looking for Bibles. He was hiding out in this burnout house.
The thing looks more like a rat than a dog.
I don't think he's eaten in a while. Come here, boy. Come here.
I think you're right, Ryan. He looks pretty hungry.
Oh, you almost ate my finger.
Yeah, that would support the rat theory.
Ryan, why don't you take him in back and hose him off? See if there's anything left under all that dirt.
So, can I keep him?
No!
We'll have to talk about it. Just try to get him cleaned up, okay?
You got it. Come on, boy.
We can't keep a dog.
Judd, you know how much this means to Ryan. You saw how excited he was.
Yeah, I saw, but...
So what could it hurt?
What could it hurt? We're trying to put out a newspaper that seems to be taking up most of our time. What happens when the dog doesn't get fed, huh? Or let outside? Or Ryan's not around? It's not like a video game that you can turn off and walk away from.
I'm not saying that we all take care of it. Make it Ryan's responsibility.
Well, yeah, that might work.
Oh, come on, it might. Listen, Ryan's lost more than any of us. His parents were killed, not taken to heaven like ours were. How about we don't take this away from him, too?
Okay, whatever. He can keep it. For now. But the first time he messes up, that dog goes.
You know, a dog is actually a good idea.
Told you guys.
Australian Aboriginals have dogs to keep watch while they sleep. Been doing it for centuries.
My cousin Mark, folks. Survival trivia freak.
It's true.
He still don't have a name.
I think we should call him Pigpen.
Come on, he cleaned up pretty well.
Yeah, who would have thought he had white fur?
Let's call him Rapture.
No, I thought Ashes, since you found him in that burned out house.
Hang on. In English class, what was the bird thing that came out of the ashes?
The phoenix.
How about that? We'll call him Phoenix.
I don't hate it.
Not bad, Ryan. I got a thing for naming.
Yeah, a thing.
Phoenix, that was easy.
What can I say? It's a gift. So gifted one. Any idea how you're gonna get the next underground into school?
No plan whatsoever.
Well, then it's a good thing we came over. Obviously, you need to get the paper into the school without anyone catching you. If you're caught, you're expelled.
Maybe even arrested.
So you have to wear dark clothes and ski masks at all times to hide your identities from the newly installed security cameras. You obviously can't just walk in the front door with an armful of the underground.
Or any door, for that matter.
One of you will have to crawl in through a window.
And that window is on the far side of the school, near the teacher's parking lot.
Ryan, Vicky, go!
Go, go, go!
The window we've selected is not locked. It is painted shut.
So you're gonna need to chip the paint away.
Ryan, give me that paint scraper.
Here.
The window should be fairly easy to get open.
Okay, let's pull it up.
Once the window is open, Ryan is going to have to squeeze through.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. There's a ton of spider webs in here.
I'm glad it's you and not me.
Alright, which way do I go from here?
Okay, there should be a stairwell 20 feet in front of you.
Got it.
That leads up to the hallway across from the gym. The doors should be unlocked. Go across the gym to a group of 8 doors. That's where Judd and Lionel are.
Okay, I'm out of here.
Bye.
Once Ryan is inside, he will have to figure out where the janitor is.
You'll be able to hear him by his jangling keys.
Whoa, wrong track.
Hey! Someone in here? Must be here.
While Ryan is getting over to open the door, Vicky will race around to meet up with Judd and Lionel directly outside the gym.
Is he in?
Yeah, no problem.
What's taking him so long?
It's a long way and it's all in the dark.
What if the janitor catches him? Or one of those GC guys?
It's a bit late to be thinking about that now.
That's our cue. Shoot.
Okay, let's get this stuff inside.
Once Ryan opens the door, you're in. And distribution should be a piece of cake.
Okay, we split into 2 pairs. You gotta slide the underground into the openings in each locker.
If you think you missed one, just cram another one in.
Right. Vicky and Lionel, you guys go to the far end and work your way back to here. Ryan, you're with me.
Any sign of the janitor?
Yeah, but don't worry. You'll hear his keys a long way off.
All right, let's do it.
do you think they are?
They'll be here.
Here they come. What kept you?
We, ran into some old friends.
What are you talking about?
We had to wait for the janitor. He was walking down the hallway checking doors.
Yeah, we heard him a while away, though.
Told ya. Can we get going?
The ski mask.
Don't take it off. We're being watched.
Oh, oops, forgot. Everybody wave at the camera.
I'd say we get out of here.
I'm with you, brother.
Let's use this door. It's close.
Ryan, don't open the...
What'd I do?
Get off the alarm.
Oh, come on, everybody back to the gym now.
What on earth is going on around here?
Follow me. I found a room down here. It looks like a dungeon.
Just what I want to hear.
They won't look for us down here.
How do you know?
Everyone shut up. Get down and be quiet.
Get behind these boxes.
Something brushed my face.
It's just a cobweb. It won't eat you.
Quiet down. They're up in the gym. Sounds like Keyboy called in reinforcements. Oh, I bet the alarm is connected to the cops.
Oops.
Oh, they don't have dogs.
Todd.
Shh. They're right outside.
Look, here's the window they came in. They probably took off the same way.
It stinks down here.
Yeah, tell me about it. I gotta smell this every day.
Let's get back topside.
Okay, they're gone. All right, we're going very quietly upstairs and through the gym.
Yeah, like quick.
All right, let's get back to the car.
Police! Stop right there!
Get out of here! Scatter!
Okay.
Where's the car?
That way.
Do you see John and Lionel anywhere?
No. That cop took off right after him, though.
Oh, I hope they didn't get busted.
There's the car.
They're not in it.
Car coming. Get down.
They're not there.
Hey, that's Mark.
Don't!
Hello, y'all.
John? What? Mark, how'd you get here?
Hello. They got my message.
In the nick of time, too.
Awesome. You guys made it.
With a little help from their friends.
Right. I'd say that's a good night's work, huh? Let's get out of here. We got school tomorrow, and I'd hate to miss all the fun.
All right now. Could you please open your locker?
No problem, dude. Whoa, man! That paper ain't mine!
I know. Someone put them in every locker. Just throw it in the barrel. Here.
Sounds like everyone who went to their lockers before first hour saw the underground. After that, the GC started snatching them.
Yeah, at least somebody saw it.
Yeah, well, if nothing else, everybody seems to be talking about it.
Okay, how many of you in this classroom have read this persistent little newspaper? A few of you, okay. Let me ask you this. Why do you think this publication is so threatening to those in charge here?
Because it's free?
There's lots of kooks out there.
Explain.
You know, kooks. Those people trying to scare us by telling us that Nikolai Carpathia is the Antichrist or something.
I thought all those people were gone.
Okay. And what would you do if one of those kooks turned out to be one of you? A schoolmate, a classmate, someone in this room.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes, can I help you?
I need to speak with you.
Excuse me, class.
What's going on?
Not a clue.
This is no joke, Carlson.
Well, you do what you have to.
Miss Byrne? Vicky Byrne. Please come with us.
What's going on?
I think you know. Gather your things. It's time to go.
Judd!
Mark, hey, what's up?
I just got a message from John. Vicky got busted.
What? How?
Somebody must have turned her in. Come on.
Ms. Byrne, just tell me who put you up to this and it all goes away.
What makes you think it was me?
We have a witness. Not that it matters.
A witness? A witness to what?
Send her in.
Is this a joke?
This is no joke, Miss Byrne.
Shelley? What is this all about?
Vicky, I'm so sorry.
Oh, forget that. Just give me the reward money. Just settle down. You wanted to catch the person behind this newspaper thing. Here she is.
She never said she did it, Mom.
Why did you think it was her? Did she mention the newspaper?
No, I brought it up. I brought it up and we talked about it. She never said she was a part of it.
She's guilty as sin. Can we have the money now? You haven't proven anything. No proof, no money. But she's the one that came to my house with that pastor of hers. She's the one that tried to brainwash my daughter.
So sorry, Vicky.
Enough already. I've had enough. Now tell the truth or face the consequences.
Come in.
Principal Janice?
We're sort of in the middle of something in here.
You'll want to hear this. Trust me.
What is it?
There's a boy out here who says he wants to confess to making this newspaper.
What?
That's Mark Anderson. He's not part of this.
What makes you say that?
He's an honor student, good family. He'll graduate in a few weeks. This isn't his doing. I'd bet my life on it.
Look, I've had enough of this. You take care of it, or we'll find someone else to run this school.
Vicky, I want you to think about this.
Yeah, I will.
Don't take this lightly. Let me assure you that your future depends on what you tell us.
I understand completely.
I want to see you here tomorrow. With your parents.
With my... What?
Talk this over with them tonight and be back here tomorrow at 11. I'm sure they'll convince you to do the right thing.
My parents?
And don't even think of coming back without them.